Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront Updates and another small news update. I don't have too much news for you today either, unfortunately. DICE are still being pretty silent, but we've got a couple of small updates that I wanted to bring up anyways. First off, Sledgehammer, the community manager, posted on the forum saying that they have been seeing the complaints on the rotations of Galactic Assault and how some maps seem to be too rare, so they have apparently addressed this by adding a daily rotation update to bring all maps into a better rotation for all players. And this update is a server-side update, so you don't need to download anything, and it will roll out across the servers over the next 24 hours. And this was posted almost 24 hours ago, so it's probably live by now. And I like the fact that they say daily rotation update, because the way it worked up until now was basically that all the maps were put into one set list, and people figured out this list. So if you got one particular map, you knew that the next map would be Crate or Yavin 4, depending on which map was the one before. And I'm assuming that the reason to why some maps were played less than others were because they were lower down on that list, and when a server dies out or when a new server is started, it always starts from the top. So if they do indeed have daily rotation updates, that should in theory mean that you will be playing different maps every day. Personally, I honestly haven't had too much of an issue. It was just something right after they released Crate, but at the moment I haven't had too much issues, but obviously some people did have issues with it, so hopefully that will be resolved now. And a lot of people are obviously asking, when will they be communicating and when is the next season? This season should be ending 10 days from now, on January 16th. This is simply because if you look on the faction challenges, you can see that they last for another 10 days. So after that, they will be distributing the extra rewards such as the epic and rare cards. And then once this season is over, I'm guessing we might have a few weeks or a month break before the next season starts. Hopefully fairly short, but it's pretty hard to say since the whole season thing is new. So my guess is that next week they will hopefully start communicating about the next season and what we can expect when this season ends. So it isn't just an abrupt ending and then it's silence, because I think a lot of us hoped for communication this week, and if we don't even get it next week, well, it really does feel that they are neglecting the communication a lot, and I think they really need to come out with some type of community update next week. And then I wanted to quickly bring up some responses from Anton Whitberg, the project assistant on Battlefront 2, because as you know, he has been very active responding out on Twitter, and usually with things like sending this feedback over to the team or we'll look into it and so on. And for instance, in this case, he did respond to someone asking about Maze Window, saying everything is possible, and then I just had a little funny conversation with him afterwards, simply because this is something they will be responding with to a lot of requests, because it seems like they are very open to adding pretty much anything to the game depending on what the community wants. So I'm not going to cover every response in depth or something like that, because saying everything is possible basically applies to any feature request you have. But if they do indeed directly address something or say that they are working on it, I will bring it up, such as in another tweet where he said that they are working to improve the game in every way, including team/partner play, which is very good to hear. And I think this goes back to what Dennis said in the AMA, that they do have a squad system that they are prototyping, so hopefully that is something we will get in a future update. So I'm really just anxious to get some type of community update on what they are working on, hopefully next week, so that this silence, at least from the official accounts, gets broken, because we don't ask for too much. It's not like we want to see the whole hero lineup for this year, we just want a little community update. But that is all for now. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, may the force be with you.